Is collaboration, is it a must?
My country people them. Chris Anu they ask, say, is collaboration a must? They began this discussion on the 2nd of November 2023 because the Amba Terrorists the day in a state of total confusion and chaos. Now, make una understand say for any revolution or any movement for succeed, they must get a unity in purpose. What it means say now a group of people, a collective, where they come together, they put all their resources together for one unified goal. They must get a unity in purpose. But in this discussion, when I go here as themselves, they go admit and say unity is impossible.
Comrade Chris, there's a hierarchy of norms. The first and the best one would have been unity. We have everybody speaking in one voice. It is impossible to get it given the circumstances where we find ourselves. It's a waste of resources trying to unify Sako and Chris and Ayaba and the rest, and it's a waste of resources. So we cannot get that. We fall to the lower level, which is collaboration, meaning that we are not united, we are not one.
Why it be impossible for Anglophones for unite, for get unity in purpose, for do anything as a united bloc? Simple. Now because they no get a cause, they have no cause. All way they get now money making business. When they complain about marginalization, I don't tell una before, they need to complain say marginalization bad. They need to complain say when gendarme they collect 500 for road bad. No. They are complaining say knowing that them, they in that position for the collect the 500. So since where they carry the guns, they fall for bush, all man get ye own agenda. Why he form ye own gang for carry guns? Now for enrich himself personally, individually. And now why that way it be impossible for them for unite? Because they don't get unity in purpose. If they get unity in purpose, say for example, they get one united goal, then what is stopping them from coming together and bringing all their resources together for achieve that one goal? The reason why it be impossible for them to unite, now because they don't get no cause. Now just a money-making business. Now a bunch of hungry, frustrated, useless Anglophones them, where they don't see an opportunity for upset their country, for extort money from their people them, for kill their own people them, for enrich their own individual selves. But I no go even talk plenty. Let themselves they go explain and for una make una hear very keenly. Una listen to them explain exactly what we are to talk.
But if you come and start condemning them too much in public, you cannot collaborate with them.
Comrade, here is the problem. Lot of public is not going after the civilians. Lot of public is not shooting people, firing sport, they hide behind, they do. The things which are being seen are the things that people who should be like you and me, fighting for the same people, are instead doing. That's what people see. That is where the problem is.
Now, when they hear Chris Anu, they go to the extent for defend the Cameroon government for talk say the Cameroon government not the target civilians. Why it go to that extent? Now for explain how much the Amba Terrorists they target Anglophone civilians, public executions, extortion, say liberation tax and all of those things them. Now one of the things that I don't make them it be frustrated and flabbergasted and desperate to the level where it can public can't talk say Cameroon government know they target civilians. Why they talk so? If they want paint a specific picture, say, now the Amba Terrorists, they target civilians. But they continue. Wanna listen?
And who calls us security forces? When you see what happened in the Bisale or Bichati, for example, the other day, you go, you pick students, you tie their hands, and you have them, you abduct them, and you are taking them into your camp. Children, not even adults.
I cannot comment on that. I saw somebody who is captured and tied and going. Maybe it's a black leg. And then they call their friends military.
All right. Okay. Let's assume it was a black leg. We will use this black leg thing to hang even our parents. Let me put to you on this.
I just saw people. I don't know what they did. commentaries. How can I condemn something I don't have the fact?
So it don't reach level where Chris Anu in the talk say that they use blackleg thing as an excuse and they go use them for hang their own parents them. But that is exactly what has been happening in Anglophone zone. They don't even need a motive. If some person just want for collect money from you, it will just come for your door, can't talk, say, we don't hear say you be blackleg. And that is it. They kidnap you, they extort money from you and everything else. Case goes nowhere. And now you can see the fantastic thing about this now say, now themselves they talk now in their own words, with their own faces and their own mouths. For 2017, 18, 19 will be the struggle for get this message across to our people them. And every turn they will lie, they say Antanganji boys, oh nah this and that and that. But the truth and the reality cannot be hidden. Lie it no get long legs. It get na short legs and it can only last a very short while and then it go fall apart. So when I see now that themselves now they can explain exactly what we don't tell now since 2018. Saying that the Amba Terrorists they kidnap people for ransom and that they use that excuse or that motive, say blackleg, for just get a motive for kidnap people for ransom and for do whatever they want to do. So you see now why that way Chris Anu they even laugh at that man where he make that stupid comment, say they so maybe they were blacklegs. According to who? Says who? What's the evidence there for anything? And even if they were blacklegs, so what? Okay, what did they benefit from the so-called executing blacklegs? When I don't kill blacklegs them since 2018, they don't reduce. No. When I don't stop the blacklegs, no. So it doesn't even make sense. And in the process of trying for defend the so-called collaboration, because first of all, remember as they talk, unity is impossible. So which way did they try for do now? Now just forget collaboration. Collaboration we means way Ayabachofi just even pick phone, call Chris Anu or call Sako Ikome. Just at that level, they still not be able for collaborate amongst themselves. You will get situation where one group could decide say this, so we go get locked down from the 3rd to the 17th of this month. The other group say no, we go get our own lockdown starting now on the 12th to the 18th of the month. Just that simple collaboration, simple communication amongst themselves, they don't achieve them. Now because they don't get a cause, they have no cause, they have no unity in purpose. They know, even though they talk about Ambazonia, they talk about liberation, none of them know they after liberation. They didn't about making money for themselves individually.
You see, sorry, ask a very pertinent question. Must we collaborate? And you see from the examples you give already points to you that collaboration is very, very important in this liberation struggle. Now, why are our boys going to after civilians to take money from them? It's because why is the egg of sea coming up with how do you call it, liberation taxes? You know, the idea of liberation taxes was introduced in this liberation from the very beginning, but it was introduced in a very good way. I will put it in a simple language. Our people were paying their liberation taxes willfully. Now,
when was
without
that?
any. No, I'm coming. When the interim government comes and say we have a project, contribute. What is that? I remove my $5 or $50 I give. That is part of a liberation tax.
Comrade, that makes a lot. Comrade, hold on there. That makes a lot of sense. You just said when the interim government, or let's say when XCNC or maybe SCAPO comes and says ADF or AGOFC, they come and say we need to do this and we need your contribution. That is exactly what we want to see. The difference is when you pick people up, tie their hands, take them to your camp, and say, you don't give 2 million, we're going to kill you. That is no longer what you are describing there. And that is a problem, comrade. When you now are in the habit, let me make the case. When you are also in the habit of now printing slips for 5,000, 10,000, 30,000, calling it the different tax classes, and you must pay and you don't pay, we're going to pick you up and we're going to kill you. You are not controlling any territory, and when you make it compulsory, it also becomes a problem. We are very much in support of anything that says, hey, like most restoration forces, they do. Most restoration forces, they actually beg and say, please, Pa, you know the work we do something for all we know. Something there for buy cigars, something there for buy, they get some their drink, they call them, so I don't forget. So they literally beg to say, please give us. Most of them. Or they go to these farmers who have cocoa and said, Pa, this cocoa you still have, so you will give us one back. Comrade, I think that is the way we do it without alienating our own people. Anything that alienates our people from this struggle isn't good.
No, that you are right. It's unacceptable.
But, comrade,
you understand? It is unacceptable. But here is the problem. We should ask ourselves, when did this start? If you look from the beginning, where the collaboration was in this liberation struggle, from 2016 up to the creation of SCACOV, the governing council, you see, people were contributing willfully.
Correct.
And people were contributing willfully. But when collaboration fell apart, what happened? Everybody turned and started coming up with their own policies, with their own way of doing things. The Ambazonian people now, they became now, disappointed, and they refused to even contribute now willfully, paying that liberation tax willfully as they were doing. So some of these guys become frustrated and start involving themselves in all these malpractices. You see, which of course is condemnable. So we are saying that in order to stop all these things, collaboration is very important, so that we can get a control structure that will decide on the way of implementing any fundraising or anything we want to do. Apart from that, let's expect to see more of these bad actions against our people.
So when I don't hear, they don't finally come to the actual reason why the terrorists did they do it, where did they do them. It's all about raising money. It's all about money-making business. And as that man come on for Tokam, back in the days for 2016, 17, 18, maybe 19 and 20, at that time, they would get a level of collaboration, and the gullible population in the Anglophone zone, both at home and diaspora, they will support Ambazonia terrorism. That is a fact. Now, why that way I keep reminding when I say, now we bond this picking them, now we radicalize them, now we give them the weapons them, and now we suffer the consequences them, and we deserve it. He explained how they be used to contribute money back in the days, my county by county, my trip to Boya, citizens levy, or book launches, and all of those things them. They be used to contribute money, and those back in those days them, they be contribute that money now willingly. They be do yes, whenever they talk to they do fundraising, Anglophones they be give the money, but as that man they talk the reality now say, as the kidnapping for ransom increase, as the terrorism it become apparent and obvious, plenty of people they don't not just become victims, but they don't decide now for 100% become black, like because they don't, if they imagine say you will contribute to Ambazonia, and then one day you say they don't kidnap your pa or your uncle or whatever, and they collect money. Of course, regardless the lies the way we can't talk on for Facebook, say Antanganji boys or whatever nonsense, it does not work, because you when at the victim where they kidnap you, you know who kidnap you. No man, no if you can't lie for tell you say no be Amba boy they kidnap you, no be this. Now Antanganji Paul be send up. It doesn't make sense. The population they know exactly who they terrorize them. They know, and now why that way when I go hear them. Day in, day out, stories that they come out, whether from Lebialem to Kumbo to everywhere else, they go explain for how the population now them they pick their phone, call military, report who's how the terrorists the day. And when I go here in many other videos, them way I go show now evidence. Now it don't become so apparent, so obvious for the way. No, but now we black legs they talk them. Now the Amba Terrorists they come now on their Facebook pages them can't explain the same things them for now. Explain and say they so population be used to contribute, now they don't contribute anymore. A population they be used to protect and shield the terrorists them, now they don't shield them anymore. Now they call the military, hand over the terrorists like the one the way they kill them for Lebialem, and the one will be survive gunshot wound. Then will be one for seek medical attention. What happen? The villagers, they take it straight, go hand them over to the authorities. Them they say enough is enough, because now the Anglophone population don't they get sent small. Those lies the way they tell them for 2018, 2019 don't work anymore. They don't be exposed to the truth and the reality. And partly because of our sensitization, and also partly because of their own daily lived experiences. Them. No man, no, if he can tell you what will happen for you. The person where they kidnap you, they attack you, you know them. You know their papa, you know their mommy. No lie for Facebook, it will save the Ambazonia terrorists. Now, why that way they don't decide now for come openly, can they talk the truth? They discuss them openly on their Facebook pages them. And it's fantastic, because now not them they do what black legislators for we, my country people them.